EMS, it's all about helping others. A constantly changing and evolving environment. We always get new information, new technology, new research data. Each EMS call is different, helping somebody seeing that what we do is making a difference in their life. They stay with you. EMS is a very rewarding field. Time management, personal discipline, organizational skills is important. It prepares them to be good providers. The training that we get, the experience that we gain in the field, that all adds up, that will help us also to better ourselves. My name is Aret Ozkan. I'm a paramedic. I became an EMT in 2006, paramedic in 2009. Also have a certification as a flight paramedic and trained as a rescue technician. Learning never ends, especially like us in the field of EMS, to be up to date with the recent information, the data, the research. Since this is a profession, we have to be in our best physically and mentally. Team structure, that is what I love most. And all the instructors here, they're from various backgrounds with different experience levels. It's very good for the students and for us as well. We all learn from each other. EMS, it's all about helping others, helping people in critical need. I'm always interested in the medical field. I love what I do. Stress is a reality in EMS. It's intense field, high stress environment. I think everybody handles stress differently. So best advice will be for us to know ourselves and find out what works for us. Have a social structure that can support us through stressful times, or find things outside of EMS that we can recharge ourselves. Yes, definitely. Yeah, EMS is a very rewarding field, and the training that we get, the experience that we gain in the field, interacting with patients, co-workers, hospital staff, that all adds up. If we do other things besides EMS, that will help us also to better ourselves as a person. Reading, that's the most important thing. We have to be able to gather information, process it, and draw conclusions from those. So it's again like a vast field, and we have to know where the information is, how to get that information, and learn from it. I work as a research associate for a medical device company, so in clinical research. It's a little challenging to transition into that field, but being a paramedic helped me to move into that field. So I think that was an accomplishment. There are different pathways, career pathways for paramedics. Paramedics can work in hospitals, in private corporations as medical professionals. Research field also has positions for paramedics. We have to be open what comes next, because even being in EMS, if we have our EMT or paramedic certifications, we have to have a backup in case life brings unexpected things. So we may be working in the ambulance, we love what we do, but we may get injured or something else may happen. Always good to have a separate path to pursue. So we have the skills to work in the ambulance, but if we are going to move into a different field, be ready to take that step. That's for students to decide. So I always try to be open with them, try to share everything I know with them, and if they appreciate that, it's a good feeling to have. And it's a learning process every day. So we learn from each other. Everybody has a different way of learning. We have to be able to get our knowledge across and to them, make them understand and absorb that. So by seeing how each student learns, then we also learn how to teach to them. Some providers inadvertently sometimes fall into a comfort zone that they skip some assessment steps, they take shortcuts, make assumptions on certain things, and that is like something we have to be very careful, and that because that can be dangerous both for the providers and the patients. So we always need to be alert and do things accordingly. I used to do like mountain climbing when I used to have more time. I still like being outdoors, but don't have much time now to take trips. But that was something that I love to do. EMS is a constantly changing and evolving environment because we always get new information, new technologies, new research data. We also need to be up to date. Here at BMCC, we have interaction with instructors from many different backgrounds. So everybody brings their own experiences, and that helps us to also be aware of what is happening in EMS, outside of EMS. And that's, I think, like a plus for our program. The college education is important because being in college gives that experience to the students after high school. It opens up their perspective. In college, the classes that you take, the content of the classes, that opens up people's horizon. Degree will help advance our careers. Let's say start as an EMT, get our college degree, at the same time become a paramedic, then we have our 2-year degree. That now is the first step to pursue 4-year degree. And along the way, that the education and experience that gives us, it also makes us a person that's prepared to handle the challenges of many different things that the career may bring. I think respect is one of the important ones because we have to respect our patients, respect each other. And I believe the main thing that always we keep in mind, we want to treat our patients in such a way that we want us or our loved ones to be treated. Being open to learning, that's one thing. Having always the critical mindset to see what are the facts and how to gather facts. Be able to research data. If we need something, rather than taking what is readily available and take that as facts, understand where that information is coming from, have to gather that information, process it, draw conclusions, and understand the rationale behind. I think that is like a skill that we all need to have because right now there's a vast amount of information out there within easy reach, but we need to find out what we need from there and then what is usable out of that information and get the conclusions based on what we find. When we look at our textbooks, Textbooks gives you the facts, gives you the information, but everything that's in there is either based on research or a rationale. So that's important to find out why that is there. EMS is a field that personal discipline is important, organizational skills is important, time management is important. They stay with you even when you're EMS or outside of EMS. Once you get those become part of your person, then it helps you in any field. Mental health is important in the EMS field. It's an intense, high stress environment, and many times these issues that come up, we should be able to recognize the distress signals in providers and provide help, because sometimes not easy for people to admit or seek help in these situations. I think that is something that we need to be focusing more on in EMS in general. Every little thing is an accomplishment. Each EMS call is different, helping somebody and seeing that what we do is making a difference in their life for good. I think that's a accomplishment. And we put those together, and then that becomes like the greatest thing that we have. We always try to do what is right and share our knowledge with our students, and it's up to the students what they come up with, what they remember. And if they remember and they are left with good memories, I think that's the legacy that we leave behind. And then if it prepares them to be good providers, and then we see that, then that's also something that will make us happy.